Hi, I'm the Norwegian Tinkerer and welcome to my channel. In this video I wanted to share this beautiful knife with you. This is a Rosecraft Beaver Creek Barlow in Smokey Grey bone. As you can see, it is a traditional looking Barlow with a long bolster, and the bone covers are beautifully colored and with some variation in the color, which just makes it even more beautiful. And this is perhaps how I would like to call this a modern traditional slip joint. It is made with modern techniques, and another thing is you can see here that the bolsters are integral to the liners. You can see that here, which is not the usual way to do the traditional folder. And also inside here, you can see it down there perhaps, is a stop pin that keeps the blade from hitting inside the knife, which is also a feature not commonly used on traditional folders. But it is looking like a traditional folder, and it is a very well made knife, and it has a beautiful smooth walk and talk. It is a sheep's foot blade with swedge at the end here, and it's got, oops, I'm sorry about that, it's got a slight belly right here, but it is still, I call it a sheep foot blade, and it has a beautiful snap both on closing and on opening. I would say the pull is about 5.5. It's not a very strong pull, but it is a very consistent pull all the way. It's got a nice half stop, and it clicks into half stop very well. And then at the open, it's a nice snap too. Traditionally, Barlows were the kind of a blue color pocket knife. It was the knife of a working man, but this one, the way it looks, I think it fits right in with any occasion. You could easily take this to a wedding or any other occasion where a more stylish blade is to prefer. And this one, and with that kind of angular swedge on, it kind of, I feel it tightens up the design of the knife, and it makes it even more, let's say, formal looking. And with the gray covers, it's just a beautiful knife. Only thing I wished was that the R and the C here would be stamped into the bolster instead of edged, but it is still a very crisp and good looking mark on the bolster. And on the other side here, the maker's mark. Let me see if I can get that to focus. There you see the maker's mark of Andy Armstrong, and it says D2 steel and the model number. And this I bought along with the Rosecraft leather slip. This is the medium size, and it fits the knife perfectly. And I like these kinds of slips because they stay in one orientation in the pocket, because they are kind of flat. And with the embossing in the leather and the red stitching, I think it makes for a good looking slip as well. You just pinch it, give it a shake, and the knife comes out. And it's one thing I wanted to point out about this. I like to call it a knife that's easy to live with. Meaning it's a beautiful knife. It's flawless in the transitions, and the pull is it's not too heavy and it's not too light, and it's got a nice even pull all the way from close to open. And being D2 steel, it's got great edge retention. I just take it to the strop once in a while. I don't really need it though, but it feels like one of the things you like to do with a knife. You like to take it out of your pocket and sit and strop it while you watch TV or whatever. So what I mean by it's a knife that's easy to live with is that it's beautiful, it's nice. You can just rub it like a worry stone, and it's very nice. All the transitions are very nice. Centering is perfect, and you can pinch it open or use the nail nick, no problems. And it feels secure, it feels safe using it. So all in all, it is a knife that I enjoy carrying very much. I have been going back and forth a bit about the fact that this is a Chinese-made, machine-made pocket knife, and whether I would enjoy it as much as a handmade knife made by a craftsman. And so I decided to buy one to check it out and to see for myself before I made up my mind. And I must say I enjoy the knife more than I thought I would. Simply because I know it's machine-made knife, but still the quality is it's a very well-made knife with very good quality. It feels nice, it operates nice, and you may say it's a modern traditional because of the fact that the bolsters are integral, it's machine made, there's a stop pin, it's made in D2 blade steel, but still there's no denying that this is a high quality knife. And I think this one is, on top of that, a beautiful knife that would fit in anywhere. The way this knife looks, the design of it, I think Andy did a great job with this one. And I really like the swedge at the end of the blade. So I do feel that it tightens up the design of it, and along with that grey kind of formal looking beautiful bone, I think the whole package here is a a beautiful knife. And I must say I do enjoy this knife very much. Much more actually than I thought I would initially. I was, I don't know, maybe overthinking the fact that it isn't a handmade knife. But when I got it, I must admit it's a knife that I like a lot. And it's got form and function. And along with a nice sheath that I bought that actually smells of leather and feels nice, the whole package is quite a beautiful thing, and I love carrying it. So if you are in doubt about buying a Rosecraft knife like this one, this is the only one that I have any experience with myself, but as far as this one go, it is a beautifully made knife, and I can recommend it highly. And the fact that it is a Chinese made knife is, of course, there's no denying that. That's the way it is. But it is also made for an American company. If you have stuck around so far in the video, I want to say thank you very much. And I have a question I would like you to answer in the comments. Do you think this is a modern traditional slip joint or a traditional slip joint? And what do you consider is the factor that makes it one or the other? So to sum it up, this is a knife that I would highly recommend. It's a beautiful knife. It's a very well functioning knife with a good blade steel with great edge retention. It is fairly rust resistant, the D2 steel, and it is a very good looking knife. So if you are wondering about buying one of these Beaver Creek Barlows, I would highly recommend this one. It's a beautiful knife. So I'll leave you with this here, and I'll make sure to leave some close-ups of the knife at the end of the video. Please leave a thumbs up and a comment. I'd love to hear from you. And until next time, goodbye.